I just did like 4 takes and I just keep screwing up. Ryan with Reviews from the West. Welcome back to the channel. I watched the movie Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge, or according to the survey site for WB, Scorpio's Revenge. But that's not relevant, so we're gonna go ahead and start talking about the movie. I really like it, but if you want to know why, stick around. So the Mortal Kombat story, what's it about? It's about Mortal Kombat, the tournament, not the game. And they did a good job implementing the original plot of the first game into the movie, Scorpion's Revenge, Scorpio's Revenge. And I thought it was interesting, thought it was fun. It's really well done. The way they implemented the use of characters from the game and all that, it's really good. I will say, however, the progression of the movie, while it is good, it's a very fast-paced movie. It's really action-packed, doesn't slow down very much. The first act is definitely the best, and kind of feels like Samurai Jack. And then you go into the second act, and it slows down to a grinding halt for a moment. And when the third act comes over, it's like, cool, we're picking up pace again, but you know what? It's almost over, and it's over. Whoops. But I thought it was interesting. The tone they carried through the 3 acts was really good. It was such an excellent opener. If it was a short film showing the kind of the origin of Scorpion, which is Hanzo Hasashi, I really think that would have been a great little like short film for like online for new fans to check out, see who Scorpion is, see who he really is. And it's very Samurai Jack-y, but yeah, I dug it. It's really good. The first act is great, and the tone is so serious and dark at the start. I really loved it. It's a little blunt with some of the metaphors and some of the call-outs and stuff, but it's cool. I had fun with it. And yeah, then the movie becomes much funnier and much more self-aware when, of course, in the second act, when I wanted to say Johnny Cash, when Johnny Cage shows up and the jokes start coming in more. It's really well done jokes. It's just some of the one-liners made me want to puke. Some of them are so stupid. Can I have your glasses? Thanks, babe. I'm almost 30 and I've never needed glasses until she let me try glasses and I realized I can't see very well.
No, I can't see my Animal Crossing.
I'll go fast. You can see your Animal Crossing again. We've been doing nothing but playing Animal Crossing because quarantine. I'm quite alright with that. So, one of the things that really stood out to me, getting sick moving my head around with these, one of the main things that I liked about this was the sound design. The sound design is amazing. The Foley work and like the gore sounds, it just sounds like when blood is coming out of someone, it sounds like someone like... It's disgusting. I loved it so much. It's so good. The music was unfortunately forgettable. I remember liking the music when I heard it. There's a really nice piece in the third act and like the conclusion or whatever. That was really cool, well used, and the overall audio quality is excellent. The movie sounds great. It's really high fidelity, great mix. Awesome work to the audio boys or guy or team or whoever worked on the audio side. Good job to them. Let's see. In terms of the animation, it looks fantastic. Dude, listen. I am pretty picky when it comes to animation, like anime and stuff like that, and I really like the look of this one. It gave me, I think it's called Batman Beyond. It was the early 2000s Batman show, and there's really harsh contrast in the shadows and in the lines on the characters, and it looks great. I thought it was gorgeous. I loved watching it, and the designs of the characters in this, their portrayals, the way they made them look, their costumes are basically the Mortal Kombat costumes you know, but just tweaked a little bit because it is a movie and it's different. I thought they looked great. The only critique I had was Sonya Blade because, I don't know, she just felt weird having really long hair, but it looks fine. It's just personal. I was like, no? Frame rate was something I was very worried about. After watching the 3rd season of Castlevania on Netflix, I was very concerned that the fight scenes were going to be awful because the fight scenes in Castlevania Season 3, 2, and 1 are awful. They're cool fights, great ideas, they look great. The only problem is the frame rate sucks. As an editor, I can't help but think they rendered the movie at the wrong frame rate and now the characters look choppy. I hate it. But the frame rate and the action sequences in Mortal Kombat are excellent. It's so smooth from beginning to end. I loved it. And it's, oh man, it's so good. It's so good. You guys, it's really slick animation. I thought it looked great. And there's the stylizing they did in some of the fights, like when there's a brutality, ooh, that looks cool. That looks really cool. And there's some early stuff in the first act with Hanzo Hasashi, Scorpion, and whoa, mama, that. I wish there was more of that. That looked cool. That was so neat. Ugh, it looks so cool when he cuts loose. I wish they did that more. In terms of adapting the game to movie format, they did a great job. I think the portrayal of the characters was fantastic. They took Johnny Cage in a bit of a different direction than I was expecting, but I loved it. It worked so well for his character, and I really liked it a lot. Scorpion is perfect. Sonya Blade is excellent. She was so good in this. The one character I was disappointed with was Sub-Zero. I won't go into why. But all the character portrayals are great. The only problem is the roster feels small. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of characters, but because the movie is so short, I think it's good that they had a smaller roster rather than pulling the old Suicide Squad technique and putting way too many characters in the movie for you to explain and have backgrounds for. It's just idiotic. I guess someone could criticize. This is well done. I think there's enough characters, and while I didn't see nearly the amount of characters I was expecting, there's some really cool cameos. Stuff from like way back on Mortal Kombat when it was like early 2000s, and I thought that was really cool with some of the characters they added. Just as like small little cameos, like, whoa, they're on the screen for 5 seconds. It was really cool for a Mortal Kombat fan to see some of those characters and see them even for just the short time. The gore, which Mortal Kombat is known for, is phenomenal. This is hyper violent. I loved how violent this was. If you're looking for a violent animation kind of movie, look no further because you found it. This is stupid violent. I loved it. I would say this is one of the goriest animated movies I've ever seen. And it's dark, it's brutal violence. My one critique about that, there are not a lot of fatalities. This is Mortal Kombat. Where are the fatalities? There's a really good stage fatality that was wonderful, and there's a few fatalities. There's one in particular that I was basically yelling about, and it was excellent. That was cool. That was really cool. I keep thinking about that. Yeah, so personally, I thought the violence was great, the sound design was some of the best, and the character portrayals were great. I definitely recommend checking this out. Thank you for your glasses.
See you again.
No, I can't.
I can see.
Thank you, babe. Let me.
You're welcome. Don't talk to me anymore.
It's a good relationship, I promise. Who is this for? I would say probably Mortal Kombat fans, obviously. This is I would say the best Mortal Kombat movie. Those live action ones. But this one's really good. I really like this one. Straight to video, is that a problem? Not at all. It's very inexpensive. And I mean, for goodness sake, I got 3 copies. I got Blu-ray, in this one Blu-ray case, I got Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. So I got 3 movies for like 17 bucks. Let's go. Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good. I would check it out. I really would. And I hope there's another one. And I hope there's more characters in that. Now that they've established some of the characters, I hope in the hopefully impending sequel, I hope that they include more roster because they've already established a handful of really good characters and the origin of some characters. So, yeah. I think it's great. It's super fun. It's great value for the price, to be honest. It's cheaper than most Blu-rays out right now. And yeah, check it out. It's so much fun. And listen, if Ed Boon, if you're subscribing to the YouTube channel and you follow, or WB, or some head executive at WB subscribes to this channel, how about we get a, like, it could be like these animated straight to video ones. I would be about that. If it was like, okay, like Marvel, hear me out. Marvel did like an origin movie for each hero. If you do a straight to video origin for each one of the Mortal Kombat guys, right? And then you have like the 10th movie, you make it Mortal Kombat X, you make it the Mortal Kombat where they actually do the tournament after you've spent like 9 movies establishing the characters. That's money. I'd like to be compensated for that idea too. Trademark. Don't steal it. I will know if you stole it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Check out our podcast, some of our other reviews, and I will see you guys soon.